Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Ninja Derpify, and welcome back to the Grizzly Inkling inside of Gnomoria. So, there's been some issues recently with me being able to record and in fact play the game at all since the previous update, which was 0.8.18. And basically that was, I think it was about a week ago, and right when that happened I could not launch the game. It was just crashing, and obviously I submitted bug reports and things like that, and looked around for a solution, but I could not find one. So that's why there's been no Gnomoria videos been happening, because of that update that simply broke my game. And I did see that it was kind of an issue for other people as well, so it wasn't just me alone, which was okay, but still the game wasn't working, so I wasn't very happy. But still, the latest update 0.8.19 has been released today, and it has added some new things, including the fact that I can actually launch and play my game, which I am very, very happy about. So I'm sure you will all know that the Mants have actually visited here. We can see that they're running in at the moment, just from the top of this hill. I don't know where, maybe they came from the top of the hill. It could be an ant or a mant hill, but I actually think they just came from the edge of the map like most of the enemies do. And we're gonna let those guys sit tight just for right now, because I'm gonna go over the update as I usually tend to do at the start of all of our episodes. So there's been a new addition to the way some workshops, or basically all workshops, will work. So if I click on the sawmill right here, we can see that there is a new little actual little piece of the interface here. Now this will allow me to essentially, if I wanted to craft this plank, okay, so I can either craft a single plank, as we can see right here, or I can put it on repeat, and that's just going to keep on going till the end of time, as long as the resources are available. And yeah, that's just going to keep on going. Now we can also make this single crafting order to actually be craft 2. Now we can see the description is it'll only craft when the available amount is less than the specified amount. So this is basically a limit or a goal that we want. So if we wanted to have at least, 25 planks in the kingdom at all times, we didn't want to go over that. We didn't want to go to like 50 or 100 and just waste basically our gnomes' working time. We could set this at 25 or whatever the number would happen to be, and essentially what's going to happen is once they hit 25 in the stocks, or just anywhere in the kingdom, there are 25 planks in the kingdom, they're going to stop producing them. And then once it starts going, those planks start being used up, like say it goes down to 24, 20, 23, and the next, and etc. Down in numbers, it's gonna basically light back up. The job is gonna come back into effect. A gnome is gonna come and he's gonna start sawing those planks until we get back to 25. So essentially it's gonna keep you, it allows you much more freedom in how many things you have, and it makes a little bit less, it makes a bit less micromanagement in terms of, oh, I gotta make sure, I gotta check up on every single one of my resources, because with this game, having so many different resources, and wanting to get the most efficient use out of all your gnomes and their skills, and basically the time, because time is very, very important in this game, for not actually dying because of enemies and things like that. Yeah, it's basically just a really handy thing. I really like this, being able to craft a certain amount and then stop, and then just only keep it at that number or below. So that's really great. So another thing added in this update is groves. Now groves are essentially, you could think of them like an orchard, or an orchid, however you pronounce that. I think it's orchid. I don't really know. I don't say that word too often, but basically it allows for the farming of trees, automatic farming of trees. This is a really good thing. It's like basically like the other addition to the workshops with the craft 2 option. It just minimizes some of the tedious stuff that you have to do, like harvesting, and then you have to like cut the clippings, and then you have to cut them down, and then just constantly managing and making sure you're not cutting down saplings, as you'll see that I've done previously. It is a little bit tedious, and getting that stuff out of the game, or basically just removed. It's not even removed, it's just fixing a problem in the management terms of the game. So it's really nice thing. So groves, you can just go into agriculture, and then you can go grove, and then you can actually, we should just select, well, why can't I actually get in this corner here? Let me just rotate the camera. Okay, we can do it now. So I can select this whole area for a grove. Now this is basically going to be called, I don't know, we're just going to leave it as a grove right now. And you'll see you can set the orders to plant saplings, cut the clippings, pick the fruit, and then fell the trees. Now, essentially this is going to be just an automatic farm. You can, obviously, in the places that don't have saplings are going to be planted. Once the tree grows, the clippings are going to be cut, and then after that is done, the fruit is going to be picked, and then the trees are going to be cut down. Now you could obviously change this so that the trees never get cut down, and you just continuously harvest clippings, and then just keep on making fruit, because once the leaves grow back, the fruit will actually keep growing back. It doesn't mean, once you clip something, it doesn't mean that it's just like a dead tree. It will just regrow and just be like a regular old tree. So you'll see in here we've got a little bit of a stats area. We can actually see how many trees and what types of trees are actually in here. Now, oddly enough, birch, it doesn't say there's any birch trees, but I can clearly see that there are birch trees there. I guess that might mean... I have no idea what that might mean. I don't know why it doesn't show up any birch, but there is 114 apple trees and 81 pine, and we can see there's 58 trees that can be clipped, and there's 31 fruit that can be harvested, and there's apparently 98 trees that are actually grown at the moment. I actually think that this birch number might actually mean how many saplings are inside that haven't actually grown yet, because I think all of the birch trees have grown at the moment, so their saplings wouldn't be counted. I'm not totally sure, but I assume that might be the thing. So I'm going to leave this grove on planting the saplings, cutting the clippings so we can get more clippings to expand the farm, and then picking the fruit, and then allowing the tree to regrow, and then if we want to fell trees, we can do that at a later time, but I don't really... I think that would be much more useful. Or in fact, you know what, this is actually an interesting thing, because felling trees would be super useful if I was only having pine or birch instead of also having apples, because apples, you don't want to cut them down. There's no reason to cut them down. You just want them to keep producing apples and expand on that farm with the clippings that come from them. But if you want to cut them down, like obviously any other type of wood, and just keep using that wood, you need to fell trees. So this is a bit of a sticky situation. I think I might have to like start fresh with what is happening here, like before I actually turn it into a grove. So I'm going to quickly just remove that designation and just basically get this all sorted out into a more organized thing, because having like apple trees and then all things mixed in between, it's kind of not the best thing. So back to the Mant situation, we can see that they are just approaching towards our well and everything. I think the only way that they can get in is of course going to be this doorway. Now I haven't clicked attack, I haven't played the game since the last episode when I initially spotted them. So these guys are going to be safe. Everyone in here is going to be safe. The only people that won't be safe are actually this guy up here. This guy up here will not be safe, and of course the soldiers are going to be rushing out to kill these guys. There does appear to be a lot more than just 5. Whoop, I need to actually scroll down so we can see these guys. We can see that we've got a single Mant worker on this tile, we've got another single there, we've got 2 on this one, we've got 2 on this one, and if we go up, we've also got another one here. So there's like 7 or 8. I didn't actually count along with that, but there is more than just 5. So what am I going to do? I've really actually thought quite hard about this, and I'm still fairly undecided about what I'm really going to do, because it's just such a difficult thing to be able to you know, decide upon, because this is really going to have a massive impact on whether I survive or not. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is walling off, basically leaving the soldiers out there to fight the battle and walling off the kingdom. So the only people that are going to be vulnerable are all of the soldiers and then this guy that's up here, which is unfortunate, but it's better than the whole kingdom actually just falling to these Mants, which could be a really terrible thing. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just going to build, and we're going to go to terrain. We're going to create a wall, and we're going to make it out of stone as we always do, and it's going to be bauxite because that is the stuff that dreams are made of. And we're going to go ahead and wall off this area right here. So basically we're going to contain all of our worker gnomes and the people who don't have very good defense against themselves or little defense at all. We're going to block those guys off. And okay, so the Mants have been spotted once again. I think... okay, so they've just spread out a bit. I don't think there's actually more Mants than before. Yeah, they just seem to have spread out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and send all of our... actually, so the... okay, so the army's going to have to come around from this way around here, because I don't want a really weird thing to happen, like one of our previous battles where we actually didn't cross paths, and it sort of delayed the time that we could start doing damage to the Mants. I think we should just go ahead and attack all of these Mant workers, because they obviously do not want to play friendly with us, and we don't want to play friendly with them. And they're real big bastards. We're gonna have to go on every single one of these guys, make sure they're getting attacked, because basically that would be interesting if I only attacked one single target and just took it out really quickly with all of my people focusing. I guess it's a bit too late now. I don't know if I can cancel attacks. But let's go ahead and play the battle out. We can see, okay, so that Mant, how many Mants? Is that just the normal amount that I saw before? I don't know if there's new ones that keep being spotted, but I want to make sure. Okay, so this is bad. The military is coming around the wrong way. Oh, actually, oh no, they're going along the bridge. Okay, so that might be... Okay, the bridge actually is a little bit helpful, but it kind of... Okay, I think the bridge is helpful for now, because instead of all the soldiers running around and the Mants coming in and being able to break down the doors and do etc, we are going to be able to basically hit them head on. This is going to be brutal. We can see more Mants being spotted. I could already see them, so we can see there's obviously some real bad stuff happening here. We can see Gagran's blood is actually... Oh man, okay, so there are some things happening. We are getting some damage being dealt. I don't actually see any blood coming off of the Mants, so I can only assume that... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we can see Sabrina or Mr. Machiavelli. One of you guys has actually lost your leg, as we can see right there in that graphic. We are actually kind of retreating. We can see that the archers and the crossbowmen are actually shooting over here. I hope that this guy, Gilbert, I hope that is not his blood. Yes, it is his blood. Oh my god. We have Mants coming in from both sides. We can see that they actually went up here and they did quite a bit of damage to this beautiful worker here. And there's also the battle going on that's right here. The Mant has died. We have one Mant down and we have no soldiers dead yet. I'm being really optimistic about this, but we can see a number of our guys retreating. I'm actually starting to think that I should essentially allow these guys to keep fighting. So if we go to our military, just for this moment right now, the whole squad should probably not retreat if bleeding. So we're going to go ahead. I mean, I don't know if, because they might bleed out when they're in the battlefield. But if they're all, you know, just retreating, then it's going to leave like hardly anyone left up for battle here. We can only see that apparently it's only Numerica sitting here, which is just insane. How can he be fighting off all of these Mant workers? I really don't know. I think we're just going to have to make a last-ditch effort, go to the military, have every position actually not retreat if bleeding. So we're going to go two-handers, not retreat if bleeding. Get the rest of these. Scout worker, we don't need to worry about that. The Marks Gnomes probably should retreat if bleeding. God, I don't even know. Let's just take them off that and hope we can keep the full brunt of our force. We're going to go back ahead and make sure to click attack on these guys to make sure that people come back and they don't retreat. We can see Gilbert has actually bled to death right there. That is our first death for this battle. I really do not know what to expect. The Mant has died. We are chipping away at these Mants. I think Sabrina has bled to death on those stairs. We can see that she has her leg cut off. This is really not going like all of our previous battles. I wonder if these guys have enough bolts, the actual crossbowmen. Let's see if we can see their equipment. Well, we can only see that they've got their quivers. We can't actually see if they do. Oh wait, we can see that they do have a lot of bolts. So they've got 9 out of 16 bolts. And I assume, let's just quickly queue up some more bolts, because I don't want to run out of bolts. I think it's the stone cutter. No, it isn't. It's actually the stone mason. So we're going to go ahead and craft some more bolts because we need plenty of them. And yeah, we're just going to continue the attack. We can see that a lot of stuff. Will has bled to death. Not good. We can see the walling in procedure is almost complete here. Mr. Machiavelli has died. Tyzilla has actually died. Another man did die. This is an absolute slaughterfest. This is really horrible. I really don't know what else we can do apart from basically watch and see how many Mants are actually here. We've got 3 dead Mants and actually 3 workers still fighting. Now we can see that Gagran has bled to death. He was the worker that could not actually get back in. Now Mr. Derpify, the soldier, is actually... Okay, so he's got some damage to him. Oh, you know what I've done? I've effectively walled off the... Oh, well, I haven't actually walled off the bandages just yet. We can see that these stockpiles here, I think they hold weapons. Let's see. Okay, so that holds weapons and armor. They can still access the bandages, so I'm not super duper 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 worried. I don't know why I kept saying super duper duper, but I just kept on saying it. And okay, Nocturnal Knight has bled to death. We can see that one of our other soldiers is rushing in here to continue with the battle. This is an absolute... Oh, this is just an absolute bloodbath. Derpify was bled to death. Someone, I think that was him right here. Yes, that was Derpify that came back for the fight. Honestly, what else can we do from here? God, this is just completely awful. We can see that we only have 2 Mants, I believe, left here. So we could actually get through. I think someone's leg might have come off there. We can see the crossbowman rushes up. I don't know why he's doing that. He must be out of bolts. If we have a look at, well, is it JLC that's the actual... Yeah, I believe it is JLC. So if we go to his equipment, we can see his quiver is actually completely empty, which is really not good. We can see the wall is not getting walled up. We can see these guys. Some people are doing some weird dancing along here. I don't know why that is. I think everyone's like scared and confused at the huge battle that is going on. And we can see that multiple pieces of equipment just changing hands there. We can see the JLC has died, and I believe that that is the last of our military. We can see that we've got no members, and the only members we actually have patrolling range death from above, the ripe slugs. Where exactly? Hold on a second, let's go to the squads, the ripe slugs. So Furious, so where is Furious actually located? Let's go ahead, go to population. Furious should be down near the bottom here. Okay, so move 2. He is, okay. Oh, so he's all the way out here, but he's not in battle quite yet. We can see the Mants are actually here, and also one of them is over here. This Mant looks heavily damaged. If we go over to the health, has seriously injured her abdomen, right arm. Okay, so the Mant can no longer walk. Hopefully she can just go ahead and bleed out. And we can see, oh my god, this is awful. Look at this. We can see there's a bit of a chase scene happening here. I don't know if okay, so Mix passes out from exhaustion. I don't know where that actually happened. That happened just here because people were getting really super duper confused. We can see someone coming out here to finish off the wall. That is our wall in. Mix passed out from exhaustion just before that got walled in, but he is hopefully safe from everything. Now we can see, where did they actually run to? I don't know. Whoa, okay, so Mix, it's just showing us that again. Where was the actual Mark's gnome just then, running away from the Mant? I don't actually know. Wait, is that the gnome? No, that's just the gnome hobbling along towards the actual... Why does it keep sending me over there? I don't know. So this door, can we check up on the status of the door? We can't actually see any health of the door, so it might either not be damaged or there just isn't any health indicators right now. I don't know where that Mark's gnome went. He was essentially just going to keep running around the map until he passes out or something. It's gonna be really weird to see what actually happens there. Okay, so the door is down. There we can see that the gnome, the Mant that actually can't walk properly, that's just hobbling along, has broken down through that lapis lazuli door, but he doesn't have access to anything really. He's just gonna hit this brick wall and not be able to get anywhere, which is gonna essentially mean that we're safe for now. I really don't know where he's gonna go. Okay, so he's going up this ladder. So Furious has bled to death. This man got the better of him. It was gonna happen eventually because he's not set up for hand-to-hand combat, and he couldn't do anything about it really. He was just trying to run away for his life, which is really, really sad. We can see the health of this guy. The Mant is actually quite a lot of damage has been done to that Mant. Actually, both of the Mants that are actually surviving right now. If we zoom out and go back to the kingdom, we'll basically be able to. Oh my! Look how many bodies are there. What's our population at now? 19. We've got 28 people have died during this series. It's just that's remarkable. I never expected to see the number of dead people higher than the actual population that we have. I would consider changing everyone to a soldier right now, but honestly, I think we can just wait this one out. Because that would mean that we have to actually go out here and get all the equipment off these guys. And we really don't want to be doing that, because all of these workers, I don't know why all of these people are completely stuck where they actually are. I mean, these people are in good health. They're not like telling me anything that's gonna allow me to help them. They're just jumping up and down these stairs for whatever reason. There's like a lot of them. It's like a lot of them there. I think even more just joined in. We can see the Mant. I don't know if the Mant is actually bleeding out. You know what we could do right now, actually? We could go ahead over to the leather worker. We could create a quiver. Create a quiver, and then we can go over to, I believe, the engineer shop allows us to create a crossbow. And then, because we've already got those bolts queued up, and supposedly they should be done. But yeah, we can see we've got a ton of bolts. So once we get the crossbow and things, we're going to be able to do some ranged attacks and get rid of these Mants. I don't know, maybe they will eventually die in their own little way. I don't really know what's going to be happening right now. We're going to go ahead and go to pick our fruit. We're going to go forage, and we're going to get all this delicious fruit off of these trees right here. We're also going to go ahead and cut the clippings of, I guess, like everything, because that's going to be pretty important. So we'll go ahead and get it off these birch, this pine, all of these birches as well. Okay, so that's that farm sorted out for just now. I'm going to do some more work on that to get the groves actually working properly and having everything split up. I don't know if anyone is actually making the crossbow. Let's check out up on our stocks. But the thing is, the stocks are gonna count the stuff that we actually have out here, I guess. So we could just go ahead and place someone inside the military, back in the squad that was the Mooncoilers of Gold, because I believe the Mooncoilers actually had all the things. Wait a second, the Butchers, no, Mooncoilers of Gold. Hold on, why are they all one-handed shield? It should. Oh wait, the ripe slugs were actually the ranged guys. Now we're going to go ahead and just choose whoever is best at the crossbow. We can see 11 crossbow. Let's go down. Everything seems to be sitting at 11, 9, 7, 12. Oh, we got a 12 from Hubertus. And also Hero. Let's see which one of these two has. Okay, so 6 dodge, 8 dodge, 7 armor, or 10 armor. I really don't know at the moment. We can see crossbow. Oh, Fancy McBigTits is actually 11 with the crossbow, has 16 dodge and 23 armor. So we're going to choose her to be the Mark's Gnome, and essentially just let her have at it. We're also going to have to go ahead and assign her to be Fancy McBigTits to be a soldier, so she doesn't actually go ahead doing all of this other stuff. Now, once she can actually get all the equipment she's going to equip, like all the stuff that she actually needs, I hope she doesn't find a way to run out like out into the battlefield and still get injured trying to pick up that equipment. Something is going seriously wrong with this staircase right here. I think I should just go ahead and go to rain and just mine out this wall right here and maybe right here, because something very odd is going on. People are getting stuck there. Okay, so no one's stuck there now, but is it because of the weight? Are the people trying to get there because of the weight that's stuck on the stairs? It's really strange that, like, I don't know what to think of this. Okay, so I might have to try and fix this problem just by going and deconstruct this torch, make a staircase where that torch is, and make floors along here so that people can actually join up and not use this staircase, because apparently it's just completely broken. I don't know what is actually happening here. We can see this Mant is still sitting at the doors. I don't know where the other Mant is for now. I hope he has ran off, but I suspect the sun has set. This is going to be crazy. I would like to see if Mants and any of the other enemies would fight each other. I would hopefully hope for that to happen, but things don't always work out the way we want them to. So let's go ahead, go to build, and we're going to go to terrain, stairs up. We're going to get just some dirt stairs, place them there, and then we're going to go ahead and get some some dirt floors. We need to actually zoom down to the correct level, which is this. Oh wait, is that not the correct level? This one is actually the correct level. And we should have a, what? Do we have no, okay, so a miner is coming up for the job. He must have been sleeping. The miner's just going to break that wall down as well as that one. And probably we're going to get some builders to replace all of this stuff here that I've set to place. Now I don't actually know, we're gonna get, oh god, this is, okay, so, because of, okay, we're gonna have to remove this patrol so that Phantom McPictis doesn't actually try to go back there. She's just gonna get a guard post. We're gonna go down to guard area, place a little guard area here, and it's gonna go simply to ripe slugs, and she's gonna be sitting in there. Hopefully with her gear that she gets up eventually. I don't know if she has a crossbow yet, but we will find out. The monitor lizard has died. What? I'm not really sure how this little guy died. It probably wouldn't even... Oh, maybe it'll tell us in the events tab. Go to combat and actually go to the 12th day of spring. Mant versus Furious. Okay. Monitor lizard versus Mant. They actually do fight each other. So the monitor lizard's right eye has been mangled and she's temporarily blinded. The Mant bites with her mandibles at the monitor lizard, hitting the upper body and slicing through the left lung. Wow. The monitor lizard is suffocating. The depth of this combat system in this game is absolutely amazing. Someone's lung can get pierced and the monitor lizard can just start suffocating. I love this game. So we can see Phantom with Big Tits is actually sitting here at the guard station. She does not have a crossbow. We are completely walled off. And I think we're gonna survive, you know, like, luckily we could wall off quick enough, and obviously the fallen heroes of every single one of our military men and women and possibly children, but children aren't actually in the game, so we can only assume that they were not children. So the stairs are gonna get built right here, and hopefully it's gonna fix up that goddamn weird levitating dancing stair issue. I think we're going to continue this next episode. I really am happy that we have not actually perished, that the Grizzly Inkling can still go ahead and thrive. I'm obviously sad at all the deaths. I'm sorry to all those people. Rest in peace, everyone. Hopefully we can get back on our feet, and I really do think that we will. This is like basically a new beginning. We're like a phoenix being born out of the ashes into flames and fun stuff. I think, whoa, that is... Who doesn't have an arm? Raiden the soldier? He doesn't have an arm anymore. How did he even get down here? I think... Oh, that's right. Raiden was the guy. Oh, you know what? Raiden... Hold on, let me just see, go to assign. Raiden's the guy that we pulled back from the military, but he's still set as a soldier. I don't know what he's good at. Let's see at his skills. He seems to be decent. Wood cutting, carpentry, wood carving, jewelry making. I think we should probably put him... Construction he's decent at as well. I think we should put him as like a bit of a mixed bag, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to put Raiden as a wood cutter, and I'm also going to go ahead and place his profession to be also construction, because construction is really important to be done like all of the time. Stuff needs to get done really quickly. I can't be having these really long breaks in productivity. So that is going to be the end of the episode. I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you join me next episode to see what the hell happens. I have no idea. I'm sure you have no idea. And it's just going to be a wild ride. My name is Derpify, and I'll see you next time.